You know how good Steve West is in and around this region. 116 for an opening leg break. Could have recovered there because the treble 7 would have left him 95, but Whitehead gets another crack at double 10 and now up for 5. That's a fourth missed double in this opening leg, but he makes no mistake with the fifth. The former champion's up and running.
You require 94.
Here's the tops.
Game shot on the third leg.
Just confident check out there from Conan Whitehead. Just going about his business, really, isn't he? He doesn't look. He just looks quite relaxed up there. You split double 5, especially on your last up. That's when it gets a bit messy.
Well, this has been a good start. We expected this to be a good start as Whitehead piles in his third max of the match.
And Steve West replies in kind.
For a moment, they were both on a 9.
60.
When is it too early to call and to be speaking about 9s? I think 3 darts is now, is too early.
4 isn't. 5 isn't. 6 definitely is not. And he's got history of doing this, Steve West.
140. Steve, you require 141.
Will we see the 7th? No, I was getting a little bit more excited. I think 6 darts is okay.
90.
My voice is just recovered from
Friday.
Friday.
121.
I think most people's ears have.
Ball for Whitehead.
Game shot on the
by
fifth
Whitehead.
leg. Steve, you require 80.
Attacked it by going tops, and now it's only 1 dart, having to shuffle across,
Game shot on the
finding
sixth
it with
leg.
aplomb.
Steve
3-3.
West. Conan, you require 72.
Great shot from West to put that pressure on.
And so it is 1 dart at tops for Whitehead
Game
to claim
shot
the
and the
opening
match.
game
Conan
of the
Whitehead.
group. And in the battle between the 2 bookmakers' favourite to go on and win Group A, it is Whitehead who wins it in a decider. 4 legs to 3. High quality start. 7 maximums between the pair. Split 4-3 to West. But in terms of the scoreline, it is 4-3 to Whitehead. 97 averages apiece. Really good statistics throughout the board. Coming up after the break, we're going to see Colin Osborne, the beaten finalist last time out, against Wesley Harms.
You
Which
require
I did
81.
within the first year. So, yeah, I guess it's how much you want it, how much time you can kind of put into it, and sometimes it comes down to a little bit of luck.
Game shot on the first leg.
No luck there for Colin Osborne. That was a very good 81 checkout to take the first leg.
67.
This would be some way to save it. Treble 19 just goes a begging, and so Osborne for the match, looking for double 8.
Colin, you require 16.
To put the former finalist on the board. As he looks to go 1 step better in Series 5. Colin Osborne is up and running with a 4-1 success against Wesley Harms, doing so with an 87 average, and that is despite their 9 missed darts at a double all told. He kicked off with an 81 checkout for an 11 dart leg. For Wesley Harms, though, work to do for him over the next couple of minutes or so. Next up, Johnny Haynes, who made it through the Champions Week in Series 2. He takes on a former Lakeside finalist in Alan Chuck Norris. We're going to see it from Alan Norris as he has a chuck at the ball for a 1-0 lead.
Alan Norris.
What a start for Alan Norris.
Alan, you require 20.
And so Norris for the match. And a 4-0 victory. But he's having trouble on on that breakdown.
Johnny require 124.
To bust on this occasion, understand the reasonings. Needs 54. I guess cannot find it, so Alan Norris back again for
98. Alan, you require 20.
For 4-0 win.
Game
and Alan
shot,
Norris's week is off to the perfect start. A 4-0 victory and a good performance against Johnny Haynes. 33% on the doubles. In the end, it was an average of 83.5, but it was around about the 90 mark for large chunks of that match. But Alan Chuck Norris is on the board. He's a 4-0 victor, and that is the conclusion of the first round of fixtures. Next up, it is the Champions Week semi-final from Series 4. as Steve West takes on Colin Osborne in a heavyweight showdown.
Colin, you require 80.
Yeah, just checking he's at the target, which he has. Treble 20 does leave him double 10.
Game shot on the second
no
leg.
messing for Colin Osborne. 80 in 2.
101 for the red pen leg for Steve West. It's tops.
Game shot on the fourth
It's so
leg.
good.
Steve West.
Simply Steve West. It's 3-1.
$70. Colin, you require
Perhaps not
100.
the most orthodox route that we would have seen. I mean, I think players just play the percentages of 20-20 ball, but did leave himself on a double. But as has Colin Osborne. Needs tops.
Game shot on the fifth leg. Colin Osborne. Steve, you require 40. Game shot
And
the
West
match.
is the
Steve
4-3 winner
West.
against Colin Osborne. This time he's on the right side of a last leg decider. The semi-finalist last time out gets revenge over Colin Osborne, who beat him in the final 4 of Series 4's Champions Week, doing so over 92.54 average. He is running at good numbers today, is Steve West. Coming up after the break, it is the inaugural champion Conan Whitehead back in action. He takes on Alan Norris after this.
You require
The
130.
sporting scale was something else, as Whitehead looks to scale the 130 to take the opening leg. He's got a dart at the bullseye to do exactly
Game
that.
shot on the first
Oh,
leg.
that's magnificent
Conan Whitehead.
from Conan Whitehead. The former champion kicks things off with a 130 out.
Second leg.
Tops with the 10 to leave himself tops. Oh, it was in. We have all done that. It's just a case of just resetting your focus.
Game shot
And he
on the
does
fourth
find
leg.
that focus.
Alan
We are
Norris.
now back at a level game at 2 apiece. Staying there. He kind of over-focused at that treble. You know, didn't guarantee the straightness, went for the treble. Now looking just to set up.
50.
And
Colin,
that
you
will
require 80.
annoy him more than anything.
Talking about annoyed. You didn't need the commentary to tell you exactly what Conan Whitehead thought
No
of that.
score. Alan, you
I'm
require
playing
40.
a game of poker with Conan. If he does that noise when he looks at the first round.
It's a 1 and a 4.
Game
That's
shot
a
on
top.
the fifth leg.
That's a 3-2 to
Alan
Norris. And now he lets out the pent-up emotions.
Alan, you require 92.
Sets it up. You feel this needs to go for Norris. Oh, and he misses a single number.
$77. Conan, you require
And
36.
So, Whitehead for the win. Double 18. To go 2 from 2 and to win 2 last leg deciders. But it goes inside.
No score.
And you can tell the palpable
Alan,
frustration.
you require 15.
Alan taking a step back. That only just went in that 7 and he knows it. But did go in, so leaves him on double 4.
Alan Norris in disbelief.
11.
Conan Whitehead in disbelief. But Whitehead gets
Conan, you
another
require
chance to get
36.
over the line on double 18.
Game
And he makes no
shot
mistake this
and the
time.
match.
And Conan Whitehead is the victor once again. A game played in a marvellous spirit, but it is Whitehead who gets the win. Doing so with an 84.49 average, 3 maximums to his name. That's 6 in his first 2 games. 4 out of 12 when it came to the finishing, and a wonderful 130 checkout. Good performance for Alan Norris, but it was just in vain. Coming up after the break is Harms and Haynes.
Wesley requiring 97.
Going into the tops.
Game shot on the
And gets
first
the tops.
leg.
That's a good finish
Wesley
there from Wesley
Harms.
Harms, who looks like he may be settling into this week in the Super Series.
Only you requiring 90.
3-2, and again leaving a finish after 9. Haynes is improving as this game goes along. He went bullseye for tops. Going for the ball,
Game
and he
shot on the
finds the
fifth
ball,
leg.
and that may
Johnny
well be dart of the
Haynes.
week. What a find from Johnny Haynes.
Wesley, you require 141.
Well, this would be a save, and it's a save he needs to make now. Treble 19, or treble 15, treble 19 found, double 12 for the
Game
ultimate
shot on the
Hail
sixth
Mary
leg.
shot from Harms.
Wesley Harms.
That is absolutely incredible.
So you
Any pressure
required
on Wesley
20.
Harms, so 20 required for the match.
Game, shots,
And
the
tens,
match.
here's a friend for Wesley Harms as he gets the better of Johnny Haynes by 4 legs to 3. Sparky is on the board, lighting up that match to a 141 checkout when Haynes was left on 46 to win it. A real good high-quality contest. Harms the victor by 4 legs to 3. That's the end of the second round of fixtures here at the Super Series. Next up, it is West against Norris.
You require
I didn't get the chance to
82.
play at Champions Week because he won his tour card.
62. Steve, you require 68.
Visible hand slap there from Alan Norris.
Game shot on the
And you
second
can see
leg.
why Steve West takes out another clutch finish, 68 in 3.
Steve, you require 84.
For the match, for the win. 2 at double 12. Now double 6.
Game,
and that's
shot,
a win for
and the
West
match,
against
Steve
Alan Norris
West.
by 4 legs to 1. It's another real proficient display from the former Champions Week semi-finalist. An 87.65 average, 4 out of 6 on the doubles. Steve West has turned up to some tune. Alan Norris there, an 86 average and 1 out of 4 when it came to the finishing. Right, middle match time. Colin Osborne, Johnny Haynes is after this. This would be so typically
Game shot on
Osborne
the second
to
leg.
pick up the
Colin
pieces,
Osborne.
worming out the scraps.
I think they call that commentator's curse often, don't they? 13 here for tops.
83.
Oh, I missed it by a whisker.
Colin, you require
The
8.
finest of margins. A kiss of the wire the other side gives Osborne the opportunity for the match.
Game,
And there was
shots,
no way
and the match.
he was spurning
Colin
a third
Osborne.
opportunity. Colin Osborne, a 4-1 victor against Johnny Haynes with an 89.93 average and 33% when it came to the finishing. And so for Haynes, the job is already a hard one to master. 0 points from 3 games. He is the player with the bottom of the pile. And coming up after the break, Wesley Harms can make some leeway. He can make it 4 tied at the top on 4 if he can get the better of Conan Whitehead.
Yeah, Harms just making sure of those 2 20s, leaves him
Game
tops and
shot on the
pins tops.
first leg.
And that is an
Wesley
early break
Harms.
throw for Wesley Harms. Harms
Wesley, you
comes back for
require
28.
28.
Harms stares it down. Harms
Game,
finds.
shots,
and
and the
Harms
match.
gets
Wesley
the
Harms.
better of Conan Whitehead by 4 legs to 3. Whitehead, who thought he had the opportunity to win it, loses out in the end in a 1 more last leg decide. That's 6 on 9 today that has gone the distance. Harms the victor by 4 legs to 3. Norris and Osborne follows this amongst the mix of the 1-2-8, but this year taking this. Oh my! It's Robin Hood. Oh
80.
my! How's he found that?
The way that Alan Norris was actually
Colin,
hitting
you
that bullseye,
require
it really surprised me.
38.
He's gone 5 ball again.
Goes straight for the hit. And
Game,
hit he
shots,
does.
and the match.
Colin Osborne
Colin
moves on to
Osborne.
6 points at the top of the group at the summit now. A real show of respect between the pair. Another game played in a great spirit, but it's a great win for Colin Osborne. A 4-1 victory against Alan Norris.
Wesley, you require 100.
Chance here for Wesley. We saw him take out the 141 under pressure. And he take out the ton. There's the first part done. Needs double top.
Game
And
shot on the
it is a
fifth
ton
leg.
finish for Wesley Harms
Harms.
to hold throw and keep his chances alive in this match.
West
Steve,
looking
you
to
require
spot
40.
another victory. And Steve West navigates his way back to the top of the pile. A 4-2 victory against Wesley Harms puts him on 6 points. As for Harms, well, it keeps him locked on 4. A 92.45 average for West gets him over the line. 4 out of 13 when it came to the doubles. And next up for us, Johnny Haynes against Conan Whitehead will round off the 4th round of fixtures.
Conan, you require 86.
I want to see Dean win Stanley here. Whitehead was double 16.
Game shot on the second
a 2-0 lead.
Conan Whitehead. Conan, you require 128.
Tight turning moment, perhaps. The ball for Whitehead. Pin to perfection.
Conan Whitehead.
He's so good on that target. I don't think he's missed it today. This for a comeback victory, which would condemn Conan. And the Barbarian is defied. Johnny Haynes seals a 4-3 victory against Conan Whitehead. He had opportunities to win that match. He knows it's a game that perhaps he should have won. But it is Johnny Haynes who gets off the mark on the board. And it means every player has got a chalk to their name. Coming up after the break, Carl and Norris.
So you require 107.
For a 3-0 lead. 15 for 32.
91.
Just a whisker
Alan,
away.
you require 57.
Norris now in a position to break the Wesley Harms throne. He's 17 for tops.
Game shot on the third leg.
Yeah, and that's better for him, Alan Norris. So this to retake the lead. It needs the 57. The 36.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
That was a great recovery there from Wesley Harms.
Alan, you require 66.
Interesting option because I thought it was really opened the bed for the ball, but opted to go for another treble 20.
No score.
Yeah, and that last start there, wild from
Wesley,
Norris,
you require 30.
Score.
That's wild, but can Wes find the win? Double 4 for leg 4 and victory. Which means that Wesley Harms moves on to 6 points, getting the better of Alan Norris in 6 legs. 4-2, the scoreline in that. Whitehead and Osborne clash after this.
And pulling it into the single number. Leaves the door wide open here, and double 8 required for an early break throw and double 8.
Colin Osborne. Colin, you require 170.
Oh, that's plum. That's perfect. And that's the fish reeled in from Conan Whitehead. A pile miss for Conan Whitehead. But it's double 10 for Co.
Game
to go and pick up a win that puts him on to 6 points. And so Whitehead beats Osborne 4-3. Colin, who had the opportunity to go top of the table there, he's still at the summit, but is awaiting the outcome of West and Haynes, who go toe-to-toe after this.
And we have seen this check out in the course of today.
No score.
Johnny's too good. And how key will be those 4 doubles missed from Johnny Haynes in the emphases. He had the chance to move 3-1 up. And since then, it has been simply about Steve West. He's on for an 11 data for the match.
88.
He's on.
Steve, you require 81.
For the chance to go top of the table overnight. It is 12, and it is Bull. And it will be Steve West that tops the pile. He's better than all the rest. And how key will be those 4 doubles missed from Johnny Haynes in the emphases. He had the chance to move 3-1 up. And since then, it has been simply about Steve West. He's on for an 11 data for the match.
88.
He's on.
Steve, you require 81.
For the chance to go top of the table overnight. It is 12, and it is Bull. And it will be Steve West that tops the pile. He's better than all the rest on day 1 as he gets the better of Johnny Haynes by 4 legs to 2. The tail of the tape in that one, a 93.82 average for Steve West. Solitary maximum for him came in the last deciding leg in the end. 4 out of 7 when it came to the doubling, and that 81 checkout to seal the 12 data to finish proceedings off. Johnny Haynes' day ends on 2 points, but Steve West is top of the pile after beating the man from Swindon by 4 legs to 2.
Yes, Steve West is top of the crop after the opening day of Group A action. Laura Turner has raced up to join me. It really is a strength of his how well he can close out a match so late in the day, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been surprised. I think we've seen some of the best games at the end of the day. It was almost like bookends. Very good start. Kind of went off with Boyle a little bit in between, but yeah, very impressive from Steve there because I think he was up against it with Johnny for quite a while and then just flipped it round.
Yeah, let's have a look at the results then from our 15 games that have taken place today. It started off with Conan Whitehead getting the better of Steve West. Those two have been the standout performers of today's action. West's one defeat, as you can see, coming in that one, but he did average over 97 in defeat there. He's only averaged below 90 once over the course of today. But Conan Whitehead, another standout performer, his lowest average was actually still in excess of 91.
Yeah, both have performed really, really well. I think, Conan was a bit unlucky on some of the matches that he did lose, but did put in very good performances. Be interesting to see how the rest of the week kind of pans out, because we do just have that one place. And I think a lot of scrambling will be to be in Group B as well, so to finish second and third. And I still really can't call it.
Yeah, one of Conan's biggest strengths today has been his bull finishing, hasn't it? He has taken out some incredible finishes, a 1-2-1, a 1-2-8, 1-30, and the 1-7 against Osborne. That really changed the complexion of that last game. And interestingly, when he walked off the stage after winning that match, he said, I really needed that 170 because it was really playing on his mind how he'd lost the 2 matches prior.
Yeah, and they were close matches, as we say, and he did put in good performances. But yeah, 170, I think we saw it in a couple of matches, the 1-4-1 earlier on from Wesley Harms, but that 170 again just turned it round, gave him that confidence and that adrenaline because he needed to win the consecutive 3 legs. And that just pushed him on. And
at times it felt like he was more confident going for the bull than he was the outer ring, wasn't it?
Well, he did kind of surprise us all with the 110 checkout where he went 60 and then went straight for ball, because normally with 2 darts in hand, a player would opt to go 10 or 18 to leave a double. But yeah, obviously he was just feeling it today.
And that was a big finish that transformed his fortunes in that match. For Wesley Harms, the 1-4-1 that he took out earlier in the day really helped transform his day, didn't it? We can see it here. It was a fantastic checkout to draw himself level with Johnny Haynes. He eventually got over the line in this one as well. And from there, he looked a different player.
Yeah, we were worried about him slightly with the first performance. Hadn't seen Wesley play for a little while. So for that, and again, really was just a bit of a tide turner, because you saw there Johnny Haynes was sat on 46 and he had to win that. And the 1-4-1, it's not an easy checkout. 3-dart combination checkouts, they're tough. They're kind of outside chances, but that was just perfection.
And Colin Osborne, he's quietly gone about his business today, hasn't he? Only the 1 average in excess of 90, and that was actually in defeat to Conan Whitehead in the last match. How do you think he'll assess what he's done today?
Yeah, I think, he's got wins under his belt. He knows he's in a really, really tough pool of players. However, I think pushes on tomorrow. There's so many, it's not much between them. They've got 3 sat on 6 points, you've got a couple on 2 points, and then you've obviously got right at the top of the table there, Steve West on 8. So this is no foregone conclusion, and tomorrow is a completely different day.
Yeah, we can have confirmation of what Laura has just said and take a look at the league standings. It is Johnny Haynes joint with Alan Norris on 2 points at the bottom of the table. Steve West, though, leads the way on 8 points after our first 15 games. So little to separate those 4 players from first through to 4th. I'm going to ask you, who's going to be the player who makes it through on Wednesday?
Yeah, I see it being one of those top 3, I think. I think Steve West, if he carries on the way he's doing, he's just been really, really consistent. But so's Conan, but just hasn't got the results. And I think that's obviously a key factor. The averages are an indicator, but points are what matters, and that's all to do with winning matches. So Steve West, if he carries on, I would say him. But yeah, again, I think it's going to come from the top 3.
I'm going to go Conan. I'm going to stick myself out there, even though I wasn't even asked to. What a silly thing to do. Anyway, in a group full of heavy hitters, it has been Steve West who has landed the killer punches on day 1. Make sure you come and join us from 9:30 tomorrow morning, where we do it all again.